What's good? Today is Monday, April 20th. It's about 9:30 in the morning. Please forgive me for this camera angle. I forgot my tripod in the car, and it's about a mile away because I'm already got a mile deep. So this is just what it is. So please forgive me for the camera angle. Horrible camera angle. And I'm kind of like on a slope. So one, I have like a small baby tripod that doesn't go up higher than where it's at now. Plus, I'm on the slope in front of a lake. And I ain't really want to risk it, man. The last thing I need is for this camera to roll down this little slope and go into the water. I would be sick. So this is what it is. But we're gonna get right into it. Today I'm gonna talk about give yourself grace. I don't know. I feel like I really needed to hear this at the moment. Um, I feel like, and it's crazy because I feel like I have moments of like being like really good and then really disciplined, and then I just have moments where I'm just like falling off the wagon. And I'm very hard on yourself, very hard on myself, and it's rough and it's difficult for real. Especially when you want like I guess you could say a certain level of greatness for lack of a better term, but like especially when I just want to live my life a certain way, where I seem and deem certain habits good and I see and deem certain habits bad. But it's rough because it's like some of those bad habits are habits I've been doing forever. Like um, I've been sober for a long time, and then I smoked yesterday, smoked the day before yesterday, and like in the moment it's always fun, but it's like waking up the next day you feel like trash, or like realizing, like sitting back and analyzing, like, hey, what did I do today, and realize you really did nothing. I feel like trash, and it sucks. But I'm trying to work on giving yourself grace. It says in the Bible in Proverbs, a righteous man falls 7 times but rises again. So it's like, even when you do fall, even when you do mess up, understand, listen, this is what it is, and we got to get right back up. I think another reason why I'm so hard on myself too is like I call myself a follower of Christ, but I don't know. I just see how dirty I am, how much sin I'm filled with. So like when I create, I guess you could call it a sense of commission. When I do a sin that like I know, hey, I shouldn't be doing this, but yeah, I do it anyway. Like I always feel horrible after, and it's always rough. And then like sometimes I will like question my faith because it's like you say this is what you believe in, but like look at your actions. Like look at what you're doing. And I understand like the only reason we get into heaven has nothing to do with, I guess, our actions. Like we can never be truly good enough. It's just the fact that Jesus died for us and we're saved by the cross, saved by His blood. But I still believe like there's still a semblance of carrying yourself a certain way. Like you still gotta, I guess you could maybe I shouldn't say follow the rules, but you need to carry yourself accordingly. Like you can't not follow the 10 Commandments. Right, every single day you break. I know this is kind of a hyperbole, but let's say like every single day you break the 10 Commandments, every single day, and then like after that, expect that when you die, Jesus gonna let you in heaven. And maybe I'm 100% wrong. I don't think I'm the dude you should be getting your Christianity lessons from, or who should be preaching to you. But I do believe in spreading the gospel, and honestly, these are really just my raw and open thoughts. So like whenever I do sin or do something, I guess you could say bad, like I feel kind of trashy, and it makes me question myself a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, but work on just giving yourself grace, like understanding that this is a marathon, not a sprint. You're gonna have bad days. Inevitably, we're all sinners, and you're gonna give into temptation. But the whole point is not to continue to give into temptation. You might fall for a couple days, whatever. But it's all right, dog. Like we gotta get back up. We gotta get back on routine. We gotta get back better. We gotta get back to doing the things that we say we believe in. We gotta do the things that we know are good for our life. And it's hard though. It's hard to do that and give yourself that grace. But it's something that you got to practice, and it's something that I'm practicing. I guess you could say each and every day, even though obviously I'm not smoking like this each and every day. But it's something that I'm like, okay, cool. And I guess it's grace with everything. It's not necessarily this, but it's also like if you're trying to learn something new and you notice that you're hitting a wall, hitting the wall, hitting the wall, give yourself grace to hit that wall. Make sure you have patience with yourself that you're going to get past it. It's going to be okay, but you got to keep on pushing. You know, the moment you quit and you fail, or the moment that you decide that you're just going to give in to temptation forever, that's when you lose. You know, the wicked are the ones who stumble and never get back up. The wicked are the ones who are stuck in their ways. So these are things I'm trying to tell myself, especially on days like this, like being sober. You know, I went 7 months sober, then I relapsed in March, had up and down March, then April 1st was the last time I smoked, and I went another 17 full days sober, and then on the 18th I smoked again. And you know, I was kind of down on myself. You know, I guess the highs aren't as good as what they used to be compared to, I guess, when I was younger. But I think now, because I am trying to like follow Christ, like these are things that now stick in my head when I do smoke. Before it was just, I mean, I was always a follower of Christ, but I guess now like I'm really trying to work on like cutting out certain habits, like realizing, oh, I probably shouldn't do this. Oh, I shouldn't do this. So back then I really didn't have that realization. I was like, oh, okay, this ain't bad. All right. And like I said, I probably said this before. There's nothing in the Bible that says smoking is a sin, but it does say stay sober and vigilant. Stay sober and vigilant, for the devil is prowling like a roaring lion. So it's like, yeah, it doesn't say I can't smoke, but it also does say stay sober. And smoking equals not sober. So it's like, oh, okay, okay. But the highs don't hit the same no more. It's probably because of, I guess you could say, my thoughts are changing. The way I'm trying to live my life is changing. You know, I think also being around Trey and living with Trey, like Trey's been sober for, you know, I relapsed. Homie ain't even know it. I didn't want to. I mean, I don't mind telling him. You know, it is what it is. We kind of keep each other accountable, but also I don't want to lead him down that path. Like we were both sober for 7 months before I relapsed. As of right now, he's sober for pushing 9 months. So it's like, I think it'll be 9 months, something like that. Um, am I now gonna talk to him about this and put this seed in his head? You know, and we influence each other a lot. So I would hate for him to be like, well, dang, Tyler did this, let me do it. Now that would make me feel bad, or me leading him down the wrong path. So that's why I just kept it to myself. You know, I ain't tell nobody because I would have hate to lead him down that wrong path. But living with someone like that, it does also make me want to be better. Because knowing that he don't smoke makes me be like, all right, dog, you gonna do this for a couple of days, but like, come on now, you know? Because I gotta leave it. Before I was doing it in the house, now I gotta leave. You know, because I don't want to smoke around him. So now I gotta leave the house. I'm trying not to come back boofing. So like now there are other obstacles that like I used to jump through back when I lived with my parents. You know, when I was like 17, 18. You know, now I'm doing that 25 at an apartment I pay for, you know? And I'm not complaining about it because I truly don't want him to go down the path. But it is kind of making me seem like, well, dog, he not doing it. You don't want to influence him. How about you just be better? Like, change your behavior. You know, instead of you sneaking around and do all this other stuff, change your behavior. And I'm noticing I just don't really get the same things I used to get out of it. I felt like before when I smoked weed, it was more of a joyful time. Now it's not as joyful, you could say. And I pray to the Lord that He changes my heart. I pray to the Lord that He, you know, renews my heart and renews my mind. And maybe this is just the process of it. And I'm really just walking it out. And I'm going to have days where I stumble and fall. But just trying to give myself that grace, you know. But seeing the patterns that come with it, like when I smoke, typically, I kind of stopped playing video games. So like before I used to smoke and play video games. Like yesterday I couldn't play no video games. So I'm like, damn. So part of it I just feel like I'm wasting time just watching TV, you know, doing nothing productive. You know. I ain't gonna cook nothing, so I'm ordering food, stuff like that. So I'm noticing my sleep is worse. Like I got the aura ring. Every time I smoke, I swear my sleep is worse. Every single time my sleep is worse. And I feel worse. I feel groggy. I still feel groggy right now. It is 9:30 a.m. I've been up probably since like I slept in. So I woke up maybe around like 7:30 ish, 7:30 ish. I've been awake. I'm still groggy now from it. So it just shows like my mental clarity ain't there. Like I'm seeing the bad effects of it, and I'm paying more attention to it. So it's just understanding like, hey, we got to stop. I feel like I kind of went on a little bit of a rant, but all this to say, really, when you do fall though, try not to kick yourself. Give yourself a little bit of grace. Understand, hey, what you did wasn't right. It is what it is. I guess enjoy the wrongfulness while you can. Nah, to be honest, that's kind of how I think of like, damn, I'm already high. Like I already messed up, so I might as well ride this high out and try to enjoy it, but also understand this can't be the normal anymore. You can't do this anymore, and give yourself grace. Like, listen, you gonna have a bad couple days, but as long as I get back up, as long as you get back up, start doing the right thing again. Start following your beliefs and your convictions, and start living the life the way it's supposed to. And that's all right, man. Nobody's perfect. We all gonna fall down. As long as you get up and keep pushing. It says that in the Bible. And crazy enough, it's a very very famous, I guess, Rocky quote as well. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's gonna be it for my rant. Give yourself grace. Once again, sorry for the camera angle. Pretty trash camera angle, if I'm gonna be honest. No one's probably gonna watch this, but yeah, it's gonna be a good day. Already recorded, so finna edit. Once I get back home, I gotta finish this walk. I think it's a 3 mile walk, so I'm already a mile in. So I think I got about 2 more miles before I get back to the car. And after that, really just gonna drive home, edit, continue to practice guitar, read, just try to be as productive as I possibly can be. Try not to waste the day. I dropped my clothes off this morning at the dry cleaner, so I like to go back out and pick it back up later on this afternoon, get me back out the house. But I wanted to come here, and because of weather's breaking, I'll probably be here a lot more often. Not sure if I'm gonna record all my videos here, but I would definitely like to start walking here again. It's nice and it's a peaceful area. And today, like today, Monday morning at 9 a.m., no one's here, so it's nice. It's cool. What? Thank y'all for listening. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Brody, keep your head up. Keep on pushing. I love you, man. Give yourself grace. It's all right, man. You're gonna fall, but just get up and keep on pushing, dog. Get up and keep on praying to the Lord. Return back to the Lord boldly. Keep on praying that He renews your heart. One day everything's gonna be changed, and you're gonna be a better servant. You're gonna be a better disciple. But keep on pushing, dog. I'll catch you later. Peace.